You're not gonna believe this, but in 1992, a commercial airliner landed at Miami International Airport, with passengers who swore it was still 1955. Pan Am Flight 914, scheduled from New York to Miami, took off on July 2nd, 1955. Clear skies, calm winds, routine flight. Then, 10 minutes into the flight, radar lost them. No distress call, no wreckage, no bodies, just gone. Xing families mourned. Headlines faded. 37 years passed, until October 9th, 1992. Controllers thought it was a prank. Pan Am hadn't flown that route in decades. But the voice on the radio sounded terrified. Miami Tower, this is Pan Am 914. We're low on fuel. Requesting immediate landing, please. We've been flying for hours. Flight logs showed no such plane in the sky. Radar? Nothing. Until a blip. Dead center over the runway. The plane descended. A 1950s propeller-driven Stratocruiser. Paint faded, wings rusted. But landing gear down. Smooth approach. Perfect touchdown. Ground crew froze. This plane shouldn't exist. Its model was retired in the 60s. Its airline? Defunct. But the doors opened, and out stepped 57 passengers, dressed in 1950s suits and dresses. Women in gloves. Men with fedoras. Children holding vintage toys. They blinked in the Florida sun, confused. Where's the baggage claim? Is this Miami? The palm trees look taller. What's that car? It looks like a spaceship. One woman looked at a newspaper stand. The headline, October 9th, 1992. She screamed. Chaos. Confusion. Airport security swarmed the tarmac. Passengers sobbed, laughed, prayed. One man dropped to his knees, staring at a TV playing CNN Gulf War footage flashing behind him. My God, Eisenhower was president when we left. Officials tried to calm them. Offered water, blankets, asked for ID. Every driver's license. Expired in 1955. Every passport. Stamped July 2nd, 1955. Then came the interviews. The stewardess, trembling, told investigators, "We hit turbulence." Just after lunch, the lights flickered. The engines stopped making noise. But we were still flying. The sky outside turned purple, like oil on water. Then, silence. For hours. No one aged. No one got hungry. We just waited. A businessman, clutching a 1955 Wall Street Journal, whispered. I looked out my window and saw other planes. But they were broken, floating, like ghosts in the sky. One had no wings, just screaming faces in the windows. The FAA grounded everyone. Quarantined the plane. Scanned for radiation. Tested for drugs. Nothing. No anomalies. No toxins. Just time. They brought in physicists, theorists, even a priest. One scientist muttered, "It's like they slipped between seconds, fell through a wrinkle in time, and crawled back out." 37 years later, the disappearances started. Passenger 13 vanished from his hotel room. Bed still warm, door locked from the inside. Passenger 42 found standing in front of a mirror at 3 a.m., whispering to her reflection, which didn't move when she did. Passenger 7, a little boy, told his mother, "The man with no face sat next to me on the plane. He said we'd all come back, but not all of us would stay." The next morning, he was gone. His stuffed bear, left on the runway, perfectly centered. Where the plane first touched down, the transmission started. Miami Tower. This is Pan Am 914. We're still flying. Please, let us land. Same voice. Same call sign. Same date, July 2nd, 1955. Air traffic controllers heard it 3 times. Always at 3:33 a.m. Always ending with, "We can see you." But you can't see us. Yet, the FAA scrubbed the records, erased the tapes, paid off witnesses, called it a hoax, said the passengers were actors, a publicity stunt. But the airport janitor? He swears he cleaned the plane after deboarding. I found a child's drawing, taped to the bulkhead, crude crayon, a plane flying through a black hole, and written underneath, "Daddy, when do we get off?" The date on the corner? October 10th, 1992. The day after they landed. Here's the part they don't want you to know. In 2021, a retired air traffic controller, dying of cancer, leaked a final tape. It's 47 seconds long. You hear wind breathing. Then, a woman's voice, calm, detached. "We never landed." Not really. The airport. It wasn't real. The palm trees, painted on glass. The people? Mannequins with speakers in their mouths. They wanted us to think we were safe. But the plane, it's still flying. We're still on it. You just stopped seeing us. Look up tonight. If you see a plane with no lights, no tail number, flying too slow, too low, wave. We'll wave back. We always do. Officially, 10 a.m. flight 914 never existed. No flight logs, no manifests, no photos. But if you dig deep enough, in declassified CIA files, under Project Kronos, you'll find a redacted entry, temporal anomaly confirmed. Subjects unaware of displacement. Recommend quarantine. Risk of contagion. And if you ever fly at night, and the cabin lights flicker, and the sky outside turns purple, don't look out the window. Don't check your watch. And whatever you do, don't ask the flight attendant what year it is, because you might not like the answer.